Before we get started with the video, if you need help or a second opinion analyzing your replays, games, or sets, I go over viewer games on stream every other Tuesday. Now on with the video. Welcome to part 3 of my guide for players brand new to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. In part 1, we went over figuring out how to pick a character to invest time into. In part 2, we discussed different repetitive drills that can be done in training mode to improve your control over that character. In part 3, we're going to go over how to look at the replay of a game that you may have saved, and how to spot improvements in both bad and good habits that you should improve upon or keep around, respectively. I'm going to quickly go over a small part of one of my own replays here, but before I do that, like I mentioned in the intro, I do set reviews on my stream every other Tuesday, and I also stream on Sundays and Saturdays as well. If you like this type of content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Now let's get into the game. So this is a game that I lost to this opponent 2-0 in a fairly medium-sized tournament a few weeks ago, and I figured I'll go over just a little bit of it to give you an idea of what you need to be looking for when you're going over your own replays. So let's start this guy up. And basically, you want to view the replay roughly 2 times. One is looking at where you got hit and where you could have not taken that damage. And then after you've done that, you want to look through it again and see where could you extended the lead, or where did you miss kills and that sort of thing. And I'm going to be going through basically both at the same time here. So as you can see, if we back it up just a little bit here, there we go. If you watch and see what I do here, I dashed in and then tried to dash back out. So that's one of the things that you would say to yourself, oh, well, if I dashed in there, that's why I got hit, and that's exactly what happened. So you want to make sure that you don't just approach your opponent willy-nilly if they have a fast option like this. So this is, say, a bad habit that you want to get rid of. And once again, unsafe approaches. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of unsafe approaches in this matchup. So you can make mental notes, you can make actual notes, but watching replays is a very good way to see what you're doing wrong, because you're not always going to catch what you're doing wrong in the moment. All good players always watch replays. So that's an example of a missed kill. Let's go back a little bit here. If I were to have hung on the ledge there and then down aired, I probably would have killed the Cloud right away. So that's an example of going through the replay a second time and seeing what you missed. But I've gone through enough replays that I can just do it kind of all at the same time and make notes and that sort of thing. So sometimes I'm not going to catch something right away, so it's good to back up and see. So here's my missed kill again. And once again, I took that hit because I was running back in. And I attempted to land on him out of disadvantaged state, which is never good. And he's basically 0 to death me because I was just playing far too aggressive. And as you can see, I've already learned from that, and I'm approaching a little bit safer here. This would be an example of a good habit that you want to keep around. For instance, oh, my approaches, if I'm trying to throw out an attack, aren't working, so I'm going to maybe try a little bit more defensive play and see how that works. And as you can see here, I've already adapted, and I'm no longer going in as hard. I was kind of keeping my space there. And that's where we're going to end this part of the video, because there really isn't too much more to say on this subject. It just comes with experience on how to watch your own replays and figure out what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. Like I said, if you need help with this, go to my stream. The link is in the description down below. Every other Tuesday, I'll look over viewer set reviews. So if you need help with that sort of thing, be sure to pop over every other Tuesday and let me know what you need help with.